Tisha Lawrence is an outgoing, active 12-year-old growing up in a loving adoptive family in Cape Town. Tisha is small for her age and sometimes has difficulty expressing herself, both symptoms of fetal alcohol syndrome, or FAS. Tisha's natural mother drank alcohol during her pregnancy, and when Tisha was abandoned shortly after birth, her foster parents, Vivian and Peter, struggled first just to keep her alive. Vivian Lawrence says babies born with FAS must go through detoxification. They shake and suffer a lot of pain. This passes, but the disabilities are permanent.
People don't realize the damage that they are doing by having one glass of wine. I mean, it can affect that child's life forever, and you can't put it right. It's 100% preventable, 100% irreversible.
Studies in the U.S. and Canada indicate fetal alcohol syndrome and its related disorders affect about 1% of all children, but experts say it is underreported. And FAS has been found to be as high as 8% in one South African community. This country has high rates of the syndrome, especially in some impoverished areas. Tisha has not only survived, but thrives, playing games with her sister, Leanne, and getting her hair done by family friend Carmen. She goes to a special school for children with learning disabilities.
See the little dog.
Very good.
Come, little dog. Come to Janet.
She faces many challenges, such as learning to read and coping with behavior and attention problems. Tisha's sister, 17-year-old Kari, was also born with FAS. Her parents say she has difficulty making friends, but loves to do homework.
The sums, I like doing sums nicely.
Dr. Colleen Adnams is a specialist in child development at Cape Town University. Dr. Adams notes that fetal alcohol syndrome was scientifically identified 30 years ago, but she says only recently have the voices of its victims in South Africa become loud enough to prompt a search for solutions. Civic groups are stepping up, sponsoring daycare and after-school centers, as well as adult education programs. Many of these are on farms, where some of the greatest incidence of FAS occurs. To avoid stigma, caregivers try to place FAS victims with other children and provide special education on the side. Back at the Lawrence home, Tisha shows she has learned her home address and telephone number. Her father notes that most adults with FAS need support. He worries whether Tisha will be able to cope with life after he is gone.
That is really where I'd like to see the next focus. You know, yes, the prevention is definitely something, but what about all the children that are already damaged? The damage is permanent. It cannot be changed. We have to teach them enough that they are able to survive in the world around them, and you know, where do they go from there?
The Lawrence help the cause by speaking to teachers, communities, and civic groups. But for young Tisha, the solution is simple.
Don't drink alcohol, please.
Scott Bobb, VOA News, Cape Town, South Africa.